Hey y'all, and welcome back to Wagon Homestead. So in today's video we are doing a garden tour, and I am super stoked to share this with you guys because I have some surprises. So I'm really excited. So let's jump in. We'll start with the strawberries like we always do. So the Tuscana strawberries are actually finally starting to get tall, which I had noticed in the last... There we go. Noticed that in the last garden tour. Now I know this garden tour is not too far off, but then again I'm doing one every single week, and just last week's was late because I went on vacation. But yeah, so I'm really hoping these produce, but they're finally starting to look healthier, and that makes me actually really happy. Here we have some everbearings, and I, as always, have some strawberries that are really close or that I need to pick. But I mean, so far so good. I haven't really had any issues with the strawberries. And these ones over here, these ones are doing really good too. I've got one strawberry there that's ready to pick. Oh, and then we got some more that I didn't pay attention to. But yeah, so these are good. Right here we have, what is this? I forget what variety this was. Someone took the thing. I want to say this is Black Beauty. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the specific name, but I want to say this is a Black Beauty bell pepper. And we have so many blossoms, and I'm so very much excited for all of these to sprout. And we have some down there and right there. I'm just very excited. Alright, so what's new? So the car is parked a bit close to get up and personal, but here we have leeks. These have been laying down because we had a storm roll by a few days ago, and yeah, the leeks kind of fell over. But these are the Musselburgh leeks, and then here, so in here we have Tongues of Fire bush beans, Purple TP bush beans, and Kentucky Wonder Pole beans, and these are pole beans. I just planted these a few days ago, so nothing is sprouted just yet, but we're gonna wait and see and hope for the best. But I'm very excited for those beans. Gonna go around the car real quick, just make life a little easier. So, super pumped. So, we'll start with the herbs. I know there's hay everywhere, and that is because I mulched everything. So here I have my basil, and the basil is doing really well. The curled parsley is doing well. The parsley that went to seed is also doing well. I'm really excited to get some fresh seed. So again, I know I planted this way too close, and I'm sure I'll pay the price for it later, but we gonna learn together. I like to push limits and go from there. But we went to a local garden supply store, and they had starts, and they were buy one get one free because it's the end of the growing season, at least to get things started and everything. So they were getting rid of everything. So these are my old ones, and these are the new ones, and I'm very excited. It came with 2 in there. I know I'm gonna have to separate these out, so, but then over here we have basil, guys. Look at the size of this leaf. Like, this is huge, and this is supposed to be regular sweet basil. It was not marked as lettuce basil, but guys, look at this plant. Oh, it's fabulous. And for those of you who may be asking exactly what I used, I don't think it was straw. I just grabbed a bale of hay that I used for my ducks, and I mulched everything. So over here, as we have a drill laying out, we have the colorful carrot mix. I already harvested one of these, and if you guys are in the Roots and Refuge Facebook group, I had posted a picture, but it was the first carrot of the year, and actually first carrot I've ever grown. But those are doing good so far. I'm waiting for the rest of these to produce some carrots. I think one of them actually has a carrot starting, and the rest we don't have any carrots yet. The peas, after doing some consulting, because again, I've never grown peas before, so I really don't know much aside from their cold weather plant. The reason why it's discoloring is because of the heat. But we have 1 pea pod, 2 pea pod, 3, 4. And I know I'm going to lose it, and it's towards the end of the season, but you know what? I'm so excited the fact that I was able to grow peas. And I'm going to try and push these as far as I can, and then once it's time for them to go, it's time for them to go. So here we have the Jewel June bearing strawberries. Such a mouthful. These are great, and they've been doing great. I'm still pulling off all the flowers. They're getting very tall, very full. I'm sorry, neighbors are outside. So, I did some consulting, and most likely the reason why my bell peppers are yellow and all of my tomatoes is because of the type of soil that I use. So, this is the soil that I had used. There is no mulch that I added to this. This is the soil. It's the Stay Green. I got it from Lowe's. And we're thinking because it's so woody and it is not holding moisture well, which is also why I mulched heavily to try to help with the moisture. It's just really, really hard on the plant, which is why they're turning yellow, and everything's been fertilized, but they're not able to pick up the nutrients because of the soil, because of the moisture retention. So we are going to go to watering twice a day, and especially with the tomatoes, we're going to water twice a day. And I added cow manure, and then hay on top. So over here we have the Barren Red Beauty bell pepper. That's these four, and then here we have the California Wonder. So the California Wonder, I can't talk today. We have some flowers, and then on the Red Beauty we have a flower right there. There we go. And then over here for the tomatoes, we have the Great White, Hillbilly, Core Debut, Pink Oxheart, and Black Cherry. I'm hoping and praying for all of these, and what I did will be enough to save them, I'm hoping, because I really just don't want to lose the tomatoes. I'm really, really terrified of that, actually. But, again, we'll see. I'm just going to keep up with everything, and we'll go from there. So, let's head to the back garden. Alrighty, so, back here we have Luna, but we have the butterfly bushes. These flowers are slowly starting to die back again, so I'm not sure if they're going to sprout again or if that's it. I have no idea. But we have the bush. Bush is doing great. This flower was just opened yesterday. It was beautiful, and I did not take a picture, of course. Good. Japanese maple is good. Leafy thing is good. Them flowers are good back there. And then this bush has been doing really well. And then over here. Okay, so this big old leafy thing that I was not sure what it was or what it was going to do. This is going to get orange on it. It's going to look like a bulb. And I'm actually very excited about that. I forgot we had those. Well, one of them. I completely forgot, and we planted it last year. And all season I've been trying to figure out what is this. So, down here we have these flowers. I just deadheaded them yesterday, So there's not too many on here. These little flowers are open now. And I believe this is also, the rain really messed with everything. It was blocking this. Yeah, so that's good, and I want to say it's a type of a butterfly bush. I don't really remember, to be honest with you. Zinnias, something is eating them. I have no idea what is eating them, but it's quite irritating, honestly. The lilies, I don't know if those are going to come back or what they're doing. But we definitely have a pest issue. Right here, we have this branch of pears. And I took some off to get it to lift up a little bit. And it did somewhat, but I'm probably going to have to take some more off. So, we have all of this. This is doing really, really well. And these have flowered even more. So, so pretty. The dragon snaps, or dragon snapbacks, whatever they're called, the dragon somethings, those have held up the greatest without pest issues or anything. All of this is doing fairly well. Where is it? Okay, so this is new. I forget what was here, but we replaced it for whatever reason. Again, I don't worry about it. I just kind of let nature take its course. Then we have these flowers, which, again, I have no idea what these are, but they're kind of soft a little bit, and they're really cool. But all of this is doing very good. The leafy things are taking over. And then we saw this yesterday when we went to the plant store. And this is so soft. We often call it crazy, but I don't know. I think they're really cool. They're more of like a bluish lavender, and the camera's picking up more lavendery, but it's actually a little bit more blue. These are pretty. Don't know what they are, but they're pretty. Yeah, everything is doing well back here. I think we've only replaced like one plant, and that was about it. The clematis I got up on the trellis, which I think I had it in there the last video. So, back here, mulched this whole thing, which was a pain. So I had some help mulching, and they took over right about here, and I think they covered some of my beans, so hopefully they'll come back up. Hoping, we'll see. But here we have the Cherokee purple, we have beans, we have a third one right about there. It's hard to see with all the hay now. We have the Get Stuff tomato, we have 2 cucumbers, and we have the 1 blueberry bush. I finally ripped out the crispy one. And then back here we have the big hibiscus. And it's back here because we don't really know what's going on with it. So the leaves are coming in green, and then within a few hours to a day they're turning yellow. And once they have any yellow on them, they just pop right off. And we've never had this issue with our hibiscus before. So I'm not really sure what's going on with it at all, which really sucks because hibiscuses are one of my favorite flowers that we get every year. So hopefully maybe we can figure out what's going on. But yeah, I'm not stepping in here, but there are little cucumbers starting on this plant. That one, I think there's 1. So, but this one's doing really well. So, time for the surprise, guys. I'm so excited. I thought we were done planting. We were not. We have pumpkins. So we have 1 here, And I don't remember the variety of this one because I had planted the ones that we had room for, and then we started expanding, and I had already moved the tags and just pushed them aside because I thought we were done going to throw them out. So I don't remember which variety this one is, but we have this one here. And we have this one. This one is a Jack B. Little, so this will give me small pumpkins that I want to say are 8 inches in diameter or something. They're very small. But they'll be able to grow up the trellis. And then here we have a watermelon plant, and this this is a sugar baby. Here we have the magic lanterns. We have 3 of them. This one's already looking a little weak here on the end. I don't really know what's going on. It feels very flimsy. Over there is another 3, what are they? 3 pumpkins, and I don't remember the variety because those were planted after I already got rid of the tags because, again, I thought we were done. So I have 6 plants that I don't remember which variety, but I'm growing the Magic Lantern and the Jack B. Littles. So let's take you guys over to the horse troughs with an S because we got another one. Alright, so right here we have the beans. And the beans are getting really, really big. And they're about to start to flower soon. So I'm going to have a bunch of beans coming in all at once. So here we have the cucumbers, and I finally got these on a trellis. You can see that little guy right there, and there's one behind it right there. So I know we'll have a few, which means I can try to make some bread and butter pickles. Which also reminds me, I tried the red beet pickled eggs, duck eggs, and if you guys haven't watched that video, go check it out. And they turned out amazing. Absolutely love them. So in this trellis, we have a magic lantern, a Jack B. Little, a sugar baby watermelon, another Jack B. Little, a magic lantern, a sugar baby, and another sugar baby right there. So once this one starts to grow, I'm gonna train it to come out, and I'm gonna train this one to go out as well. And then with the pumpkins that we have I'm gonna fall. The pumpkins that we have over here, I'm gonna train those to go out there. And don't mind the tree, that is from damage from the storm that we had a few days ago. By the time you guys see this, it'll be almost a week. So, coming over to the patio, we have one more surprise. Actually, 2. So, first we have this. I don't remember what this is. I want to say it's hibiscuses. I don't remember. But, so, yesterday, the lily bloomed. And the lily pads never produced flowers the first year for us. And this is a first year. And I am so freaking excited. So we actually do not grow these here. We get this from Nature's Aquatics. It's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive for us. But it's the only place in the area that has lily pads and other aquatic plants for ponds and such. And we just make a little patio pond. But this is beautiful. Hopefully when I'm filming one day, I can show you guys what it looks like when it's bloomed, because it looks fake. It's so perfect. It's gorgeous. So, the other new thing, so to replace the hibiscus, standing hibiscus, we just have a bunch of smaller ones in here. But we have a fruit tree. And it is already producing fruit. We got this yesterday along with the pumpkins and the watermelon. And, But this is a Page Mandarin orange tree. It's a cross between something and something, I forget. I really don't remember. But it's a hybrid. So these can be on the patio. I'm in zone 6B. And we'll have to take this in the winter for sure. But that is what it looks like. So I'm super ecstatic. We're gonna have oranges in zone 6B. We are going to have oranges, guys. I'm so excited. Alrighty, so then we have the tree, and the tree's good. These are good. Again, they're slowly starting to thin out week by week. Tree's good. The rose bush is okay. This rose bush is okay. I'm not really a fan of the roses of these ones. You guys know that, I've told you. And then we have these little dainty flowers, and I don't remember what they are exactly. But so then we have this hanging basket. What are these? Petunias? I don't remember. Or are they pansies? I don't know. They're something. But they're there. This climbing flower is looking even worse than the last garden tour. I honestly think we're just going to rip this up. I have no idea what's wrong with it. But just all of a sudden don't know. And here we have the other water plant. And that's doing good. Over here we have this little fountain. We have some water lettuce. That's the new thing that we put in here. And these flowers are still blooming and everything. So I'm also going to take you guys over to the bushes because some more things. This has flowered, and I can't remember if it was flowered last week or not, but it's flowered. Then we have this giant thing. I feel like this needs trimmed down, and I don't know. I don't like big, crazy bushes. I'm not a fan of them. Then we have our little lighthouse, and we have another bush, a bush, and then we have this. I want to say I showed this last week because I know this was flowered last week, and I actually think this is pretty, really pretty. And then over here we have these. I don't remember what these are, but they're pretty. And then we have a bush and leafy thing. So the last thing is I'm going to show you guys the fuchsias. So these are still coming in strong. I can tell the heat is getting to them a little bit. But these are still, ooh, those are crunchy. Okay. Okay, well, these ones are pretty. These ones still look good. Alrighty guys, well that is it for today's video. Thank you for coming along and watching and seeing. But I am super ecstatic at the fact that we have pumpkins and watermelons. I wasn't planning to grow those until next year, but yeah, I guess we're doing it this year. So I'm excited to really show you guys the growth of this because I have not grown a pumpkin or a watermelon. So we'll see how this goes. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next. Bye.